This episode is brought to you by State Farm. Life gets easier with great assists, and State Farm is here to dish one your way. Get in touch over the phone or on the app to get the teammate you need. State Farm with the assist. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability and eligibility vary by state.
Not all meals are created equal. For instance, breakfast has the spicy Egg McMuffin for a limited time, and lunch doesn't. McDonald's breakfast comes first. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Gatorade is the #1 proven electrolyte blend designed to hydrate better than water. So you can lose more sweat and raise your game. Gatorade, is it in you?
Your backyard barbecue has some new RSVPs. Just tap Target. With the grill raring to go, your personal shopper is tackling your same-day delivery order at Target.
Babe, so Bob and Lynn are bringing the kids after all.
Pro tip, you can change your same-day order with a quick text to your shopper.
I'll have her add popsicles. Ooh, and some sidewalk chalk.
Your shopper texts a thumbs up. You text 5 exclamation points and life is good. Text with a personal shopper and get it all delivered ASAP. Just tap Target.
Brooks Running reminds us that we're all powered by something. Whether it's the me-time energy of a run after a day at the office, the electrifying energy of your first marathon, or the infectious energy of a group run with your friends. No matter what energy powers you, Brooks has gear specifically designed to unleash it. So lace up and let it out. Let's run there. Visit brooksrunning.com today to learn more.
Do the Philadelphia Eagles have the best interior defensive line in football? Welcome to the Eagles Checkdown, the fastest under 10-minute Eagles podcast there is, covering news, notes, and opinions on your favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles, right here on the Eagles Pinpole Podcast Network. I'm your host, Phil Stiefel. You can also find me hosting Trending in the AM Monday through Friday on the STT Sports Network. I got today's episode linked below, talking all things trending in sports. Please check it out. Please subscribe. There's a special video dropping today at 4 p.m. on the channel on how you can purchase raffle tickets to win an autographed football signed by Cooper DeJean and Darius Slay, or an autographed A.J. Brown framed photo that is also, a framed photo of A.J. Brown that's also autographed. So, guys, make sure you check that out. Greatly appreciate it. All money raised with those raffle tickets is going to Eagles Autism. So it's definitely something that you might want to check out. Anyway, another day of practice and training camp for the Philadelphia Eagles is over. And today I want to start by saying, is the Eagles defensive line, the interior portion of the defensive line, the best in football. Jalen Carter back at practice this week after missing the first few days. But yesterday was the first day that he actually was involved in 11-on-11 drills and wrecking havoc, as you would expect already in practice. He, along with Jordan Davis and Moro Jomo, is that the best trio in the inside? Moro Jomo has been probably the biggest standout in training camp. Not a surprise, but standout. I mean, every day making plays. Jordan Davis yesterday getting another sack on Jalen Hurts. And with him being in better shape, you throw in Jalen Carter, who might arguably be one of the 3 best defensive players in football. That is some trio. Whether you see all 3 of them on the field at the same time, any combination of the 2, it is something special. And I think the Eagles defense is going to get that much scarier this year as these 3 continue to gel and play together. Again, Jordan Davis did have another sack today. Jalen Hurts, along with Jalen Hunt. Again, another day of practice and another day where the defense is beating the offense. So first and foremost, the practice report, there were a bunch of guys that did not practice on Thursday. Zach Bond, E.J. Jenkins, Nolan Smith, Terrence Marshall Jr., Drew Makuba again, Devontae Smith again as well. All sat out to practice for varying injuries. It was about an 80-minute practice on Thursday. They call them the shells, partial pads, basically. Pads on the top part, shorts on the bottom part of their uniforms on Thursday. I love how they call that shells, the partial pad situation right there. And again, like I said, it was a day dominated by the defense. Some of the names, Adoree Jackson for the 4th time, back with the ones as the starting outside cornerback. A note from the other day, Vic Fangio mentioned how he didn't want Adoree Jackson. So he's still learning who Adoree Jackson is. Maybe that's why he's out snapping Keely Ringo with the ones, or maybe Vic Fangio just isn't, happy with the way, Keely Ringo is performing so far. But again, another day where Adoree Jackson seems to be leading the race to be the starter opposite of Quinion Mitchell. Eli Ricks, pick 6 Ricks. Something I wanted to say so many times when we drafted him. Had an interception to Jalen Hurts. It was an overthrow Jalen Hurts had there. Another not-so-good day from Jalen Hurts, 6 of 11. No touchdowns, just that one interception. But Eli Ricks was getting rotated in a little bit with the ones on defense in the slot position. So that is something actually to monitor right there because before this training camp began, I had Eli Ricks on the outside looking in on the 53-man initial 53-man roster. So it's interesting that they're giving him some run with the ones. Smile Mondon, rookie linebacker that we drafted, had another great day of practice. All the linebackers did. Great in-run defense. Multiple times saw tweets from beat reporters talking about how he was blowing up plays in the backfield on run plays from the offense. So great to see Smile Mondon doing well. Jahad Campbell, for the first time in training camp, got reps as an outside pass rusher. It was with the number 2s on defense, but it's the first time we've seen that. There's a lot of talk during the draft process that he could play inside, outside, do a little bit of everything, bounce around kind of like a Micah Parsons. But this is the first time we saw him anywhere but the inside. So it was interesting to see that as well. But he also had a great practice again, blowing up Ben Van Sumeren, who was trying to block for Saquon Barkley, knocking him down. Unfortunately, Ben Van Sumeren got banged up on the play, so we'll have to monitor that situation as well. Johnny Wilson, another not-so-good day. Now, I know Terrence Marshall Jr. Missed practice today or yesterday, and they waived Danny Gray the day before with an injury designation. But at this point, I said it before camp that Johnny Wilson was on the outside looking in, and they would run with just 4 wide receivers, Anais Smith being the 4th. But Johnny Wilson and Anais Smith are not doing anything to set themselves apart, especially Johnny Wilson. Also considering that Elijah Cooks and Terrence Marshall have been having such fantastic camps. Another bad day from Johnny Wilson, not making catches, not grabbing the ball, not winning those 50-50s. If the 53-man roster had to be built today, Johnny Wilson would not be making the Eagles roster. It would be Terrence Marshall and Elijah Cook. Just throwing that out there. Again, more time with Cooper DeJean in the base formation at safety. I think that's pretty much all I wrote down. Clay, special teams coach, spoke about how he does not expect Cooper DeJean to be a punt returner at all. Avery Williams was back out there returning punts on practice on Thursday. Honestly, that's the only way Avery Williams makes this team is if he's the punt returner. If he doesn't, Anais Smith would be that other option as the punt returner. The Eagles will be back at practice tomorrow. We'll have more updates on the injured players, who practices and who doesn't. Guys, next week is the first preseason game on Thursday. So, we're going to have to stay locked and loaded for that. There's going to be lots happening over the next week of practices. So we'll see what goes on. But again, guys, this is the Eagles Checkdown, the Eagles Pinball Podcast Network. Another day of practice down. Let's get back at it tomorrow, guys. Go Birds and bubbles up.
This episode is sponsored by Friskies, who would like to tell your cats hi. Now, if that didn't get your cat's attention, there's one thing that always does the trick. Just pour some Friskies crunchy food in the bowl and you'll hear those paws come running. Works every time. With so many Friskies choices, you can always bring your cats running from their secret napping spots. There's always more to explore. See for yourself at friskies.com or visit your local store.
Make your next move with American Express Business Platinum. Enjoy complimentary access to the American Express Global Lounge Collection. And with a welcome offer of 150,000 points after you spend $20,000 on purchases on the card within your first 3 months of membership, your business can soar to new heights. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-platinum. Amex Business Platinum. Built for business by American Express.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? Well, with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills. Wait, did I say job title yet? Get started today and see how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
Jif peanut butter. It's that Jiffing good. It doesn't really need advertising. So instead, enjoy the calming sounds of the ocean. Jif. Ooh, it's that Jiffing good. Get your Jif at Jif.com.
Everyone who works at Starbucks, full or part-time, gets stock in our company simply for being part of our company. That's why we call our employees partners, because when Starbucks succeeds, our people do too. And that success turns into down payments, family vacations, and so much more. At Starbucks, benefits like company stock are just the start. Learn more about how we support partners at starbucks.com/partners.